Cuatro abrazos y un café. Apenas me desperté. Alright, let's go. Let's do this fifth video. Alright, today I'm going to be talking about a sleeper matchup that I haven't heard a lot of buzz around the MMA community. And of course, I am talking about Officer Joe-Pyfer versus Abbas Magomedov. I'm excited about this fight, I can't lie. Because this one's featuring two fighters with a lot of knockout power, and Officer Joe-Pyfer probably has more punching power, and Abbas has more kicking power. That's the general consensus, is that Joe-Pyfer is gonna win. But I don't know. I haven't. But yet again, I don't know. Maybe not, because I haven't seen Guru or Bedtime's videos on the matter. But I do know everyone's a fan of Officer Joe-Pyfer. You know, me too. You know, we all love the memes and stuff. We all know him. Turning off the body cam, and of course the salty ways of Joe-Pyfer coming to life by everyone's favorite rage baiter, freaking Lucas Tracy. Not only that, can't ignore Pyfer's slight racism, calling Mexico a shitty place or whatever it said, or whatever he said. I don't remember what he said exactly. I think it was just because he got sick, which, again, knowing how salty Joe-Pyfer is, you know what but you know, fair enough, right? I've been to Mexico. It's not for everyone. As someone who's been to, Mexico and of Latino descent, I'll admit I have seen a lot of Mexicans in my day that love the country but still want to live in the U.S. Look, I'm getting sidetracked. Before Pyfer sleeps me out cold for singing that song at the beginning, dude, what the fuck are you saying? As he sleeps me out cold. Anyways, I digress. Dude, fucking Joe-Pyfer probably thinks he's fighting a Nurmagomedov. Imagine a bus coming to the press conference and Officer Joe-Pyfer just says, "Whoa, whoa, 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 get on the ground!" And a bus just standing there like, "What is this guy talking about?" He actually sounded pretty fucking normal. I'm like, bro, and he just sleeps him out cold. Like I said, he speaks okay English. I'm not gonna lie. That's something interesting. I never actually watched a bus press conference. I did finally, and for like a couple of seconds, and he was talking English. It was alright. Anyways, never changed Joe-Pyfer. Anyways, enough assumptions and memes. Let me actually talk about the fight. So the fight I'm basing this on is the one between Michelle Pereira and Abbas. And Pyfer and Kelvin. They're just their most recent ones, because, again, those are the ones that are free on YouTube. When I watched them, I was thinking to myself, how lame I have to watch another decision fest, especially since just yesterday I watched the Lol versus Cater and Emmett versus Lerone, which I did learn something through watching those fights, because I also did watch Abbas versus Sean, and I said, screw watching Jack versus Pyfer because it's 25 minutes, fuck that, and I'm already late in posting this video, so we ball anyway. One way I think Abbas has the best chance of victory is by throwing those kicks, because I do remember in that Jack versus Pyfer fight, I did watch it at some point. It's just been a while since I've seen it, but I remember him getting caught with a lot of calf kicks and kicks in general, and Abbas throws them really friggin' hard. Like, this Abbas guy, like, I know he has like questionable cardio. Well, yeah, I wouldn't say bad, because I think it's just that everything he does costs so much energy that it gets him gassed. Like in that fight with Michelle, it's probably not his name, but I don't know, the fucking flipping guy. The frustrating thing was that Abbas literally had no high pace at all. That was not high pace, but he was still gassed out. I don't know if he just cuts a lot of weight, has some breathing problem, or what. Perhaps he has like poor cardiovascular health, or maybe that special PFL sauce isn't working as well as it used to. I don't know. I'm just saying, right? I don't know. Still, all I know is it's weird. This fucking guy in the original scene went 5 rounds at one point, but bro is dying after like 5 minutes, like now, in the UFC. So I really don't get that. But I digress. It's just what we're working with here. He's literally me after running like a mile, and I'm a blob. Whatever. Anyways, I think Abbas is really going to have to use his stamina management and be on the outside, not spamming kicks. He likes to throw them whenever he feels a rhythm, and I really think a front kick to the face can catch Pyfer. I really think so, because in one thing I noticed in the Joe-Pyfer versus Kelvin fight, he doesn't move his head or get his head out of the center line. His chin was just wide up in the air, and he was just standing so tall. Like, it was weird. Like, he didn't. Look, I know he fought Fridge Kelvin Gastelum, But like this still paid off because Kelvin landed a really good straight jab combo with the boxing. It was good, which Pyfer just absorbed cleanly. Like he was fine. Like it didn't like really rock him that much, but like point is it did show a defense deficiency. But he can't absorb shots from a bus. He may have terrible cardiovascular health, but he has power for sure. However, I mean, he is still a grown human being and a martial artist, or at least knows the fundamentals. Nowadays, he gets paid to miss weight, give up half their purse, and still have money left over. Remember, though, fighters don't get paid enough. Anyway, also, another issue with Pyfer, despite being tall, is he doesn't really have, like, great footwork. Or, well, compared to, like, others, I guess. I guess that's a good way to put it, my bad. That's, like, comparable to others. But point is, like, shit, I got sidetracked, sorry. Yeah, it was about Jack Hermanson. I remember he was even like dancing around him with the footwork, and fucking, Jack's best striking skill honestly is his footwork, but I mean, to be fair, much of a factor, that's why I think it'd be best for Magomed or a bus to not back up and just go forward or stay in the center. Like, he always needs to have his feet planted. I guess that's a good way to put it. When he feels safe, because he has alright defense, which he's not fucking gassed, and he does have more decisions than Pyfer, and also the two people he lost are highly ranked in the division, so I don't really see why he gets so much like crap for that. One more final thing I actually would like for a bus to do is like use his grappling. He has pretty solid grappling. I know he lost to Sean Strickland, but he actually did hit him with a good takedown and maintain control slightly for a couple of seconds, and did have the back. And it, for a while, that's the thing I like about his grappling. The back take versus the wrestler and Joe-Pyfer, I think, could be exploited well to wrap it up. I could say that a bust's best chances is to use his experience and aggression and either get a late finish or get a decision to where we will be met with another Joe-Pyfer moment. Thank you for listening, guys. If you have any comments on what I can do, am I cooking or am I cooking trash? Let me know in the comments. Are you excited about this fight or UFC 320 in general? Have a good rest of your day, night. Peace.